full swing, one of the things that I often see is a problem with a player who struggles with contact or directional control is a faulty grip. Now, as we talk about the grip, we're going to talk about the lead hand and the trail hand. For a lead hand, right-handed golfer, lead hand is going to be our left hand, our top hand. For a left-handed golfer, that's going to be your right hand. So lead hand is going to be our top hand. The trail hand is going to be the bottom hand. Now, the first thing when we set up and we get our grip, the first thing I like to see in a functional grip is I like to see the club sit in our fingers. So what I like to do is I like to take the club. I like to have you stand with your hand down by your side, club in your right or trail hand for right-handed golfers. Now, I want the club to sit in the last 3 fingers of your top hand, your lead hand. Once it does that, I want to take the pointer and the thumb and get that to drop. So if I can have this here, I should be able to hinge my wrist up and down without you seeing my lead hand. If it gets too much in the palm of my lead hand, it's going to be very difficult for me to hinge the club. This is quite often a big power leak. So we want to have it sit in the last 3 fingers of our lead hand. We're going to wrap that pointer and thumb around, and that should allow us to hinge the club. That trail hand now is going to slide down. You can interlock, you can overlap, you can 10-finger baseball grip, but I like to see the thumb of our lead hand sit into the palm of our trail hand. So we have our grip in our trail or lead arm. It's going to sit in there. Now that should allow you to properly hinge the club without having to lift your hands. Now, when I set up and hit this shot, I want you to be aware of where that sits. Should be able to hinge the club, and that's going to allow for a lot more power and hinge as I take this club back and down into impact. Again, being aware of where that lead hand and that trail hand are leads to a lot more consistent strikes, more power, and a lot better directional control.